The challenges you face are unique to your destiny. Sometimes you complain and say I've had enough. Don't expect a smooth ride, the surface here is rough. Did you ever try to think that maybe you've been blessed? You represent the strong, go embrace your lofty test. We've got such a power. 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 My Zadie once said, a word is like a bird. Once you let it go, it's gonna fly, fly away. Encouraging a friend is such a simple thing to do. A few soft and gentle words could be all it takes to get him through. Oh, we've got such a power. We've got such a power. We've got such a power. We've got such a power.
Listening to my grandfather tell me of his childhood years in Israel before the War of Independence taught me of his perseverance and determination to succeed in difficult times. My grandfather also spoke of the special Rabbanim such as Rav Aryeh Levin, who influenced his life. Listening to him helped me to learn how important it is that I show my own teachers the proper respect they deserve. I think that by combining good midos with Torah learning and by incorporating what my family, Rebbeim, and teachers have instilled in me, I hope to become a better person.
The lives and examples of my grandparents have taught me to be thankful for the things I have, and that it's our personal relationships that really make the difference in life. There was once a period of time when I did not appreciate or treat my family properly. But thanks to my grandparents' sage advice on how to behave towards my siblings, thank God things are getting better. I enjoy learning about my grandparents' history, and it has taught me an even greater appreciation for all of the privileges and conveniences that we have today.
Such a power. We are the soldiers of a special generation with a mighty task of speech.
Many of my ancestors dedicated their lives to studying Torah. My grandfather and great-grandfather grew up in communist Romania, where the study of Torah was greatly discouraged. Nevertheless, my great-grandfather and my namesake, Rabbi Moshe Berkowitz, taught in a cheder in his home. Many of my other family members received smicha and served as rabbanim and roshei yeshiva. By teaching us the importance of learning Torah and following its path, my ancestors' examples continue to help me on my quest to become a true Ben Torah.
Such a power. Yeah, we've got such a power.
My family has a rich history of learning and giving to the community. My great-great-grandfather, Rabbi Elazar Meir Preil, wrote several sefarim, served as a community rav for over 20 years, and founded one of the first yeshiva day schools in America in the early 1930s. My great-grandfather, Rabbi Pesach Raymond, also started a Jewish day school in the community in which he served as Rav for 46 years. Knowing that my family continues to put so much energy into serving the community and teaching Torah to so many encourages me to learn Torah and makes me aspire to give something back to the community.
The tongue is more powerful than a sword, it can even kill far away. You can use your
My grandparents have had an incredible impact on my life. Although I was only fortunate enough to know my paternal grandfather, the values of those who have passed away still live on through my parents and through me. Grandpa, the one who I was privileged to know, had a tremendous impact on the way I view my family. He used to say that the essence of life is family. Grandpa always took the opportunity to compliment my siblings and me, and he would always tell us how much he loved and cared about us. Just as my grandparents have given me wonderful values which have guided me throughout my life, so too the Rohr Middle School has infused within me meaningful lessons that will help me to be the very best that I can be.
A few soft and gentle words could be all it takes to get him through. Oh, we've got
From the values held dear by my ancestors, as well as from my lessons at the Rohr Middle School, I have learned that one of the most important things of being a Ben Torah is to always try hard in everything you do. Nothing important can be done unless hard work and effort are involved. When a Ben Torah works hard, he becomes a model for all. When I came to Rohr Middle School in the 6th grade, I did not try as hard as I could, and sometimes I even gave up. Now I have learned through watching my role models both at home and in school that little is impossible if you try hard enough.
of our mouth. An end to this bitter exile will surely come about. It's so
Many positive influences and role models have guided and assisted me on my path to becoming a Ben Torah. My parents, grandparents, and extended family all have contributed to my basic values, as well as transmitted to me the knowledge that I need to accomplish my goals. Through word and example, they encourage me to do the right thing, guided by Torah and Halacha. The gratitude that I owe all of these role models is so great that saying a simple thank you seems inadequate.
such a power. Oh, such a power.
A Ben Torah is someone who follows the way of the Torah, learns it, and uses it in his everyday life. My ancestors taught me various aspects of being a Ben Torah, such as being kind and respectful to others, showing restraint, and treating everyone fairly and equally. I am privileged to have such incredible ancestors and to go to such an amazing school. I hope to give an achas to my family and school by continuing to exhibit the values that I have learned and by continuing on the path to become a true Ben Torah.
Sent gift, the ability to speak. Yes, we need.
My family, especially my grandparents, have taught me many important lessons in life. One of the main lessons that I have learned from them is to never give up. My family went through many troubles and hard times, but they still kept moving on. They knew that they had a purpose in this world and stood fast to fulfill their goals of continuing their heritage and keeping their name alive. My ancestors risked a lot in order to accomplish their goals, and I am here today as a result of their hard work. It is because of this that I too want to work hard in this world and fulfill my potential 100% to show my ancestors that their effort was worth it.
And expressing a feeling. There was a broken man who's smiling now because you sang hello.
My ancestors concentrated on lending a hand to whoever needed it whenever the opportunity arose. My great-grandfather was a big Baal Chesed. He was the Gabbai of a shul, and he welcomed guests into his house frequently. My Bubby and Zadie were both school principals, and their house was always open to guests. My Bubby was also very involved in community organizations and opened a mikvah. My Zadie is a tremendous Talmid Chacham who helped found a yeshiva in Chicago. Whenever my grandparents come to my house, they are careful to instill in us the hashkafos through which a Torah Jew lives his life. The Rohr Middle School has been a fantastic place to develop the values taught by my ancestors and to learn to walk in their footsteps of Torah living.
If we accept upon ourselves to be watchful of.
In Shemona Parakim, his introduction to Pirkei Avos, the Rambam writes, "It is proper for a person to comprehend Hashem as much as a human being can. It is important to realize how Hashem runs the world and how everything that happens is planned by Him. My ancestors have taught me to realize how Hashem intervenes in the most unlikely ways. My teachers have taught me to search for Hashem in the grand scheme of existence. I will make sure to remember these lessons for the rest of my life and to pass them on to my own descendants."
Such a power, oh, such a power.
From my ancestors, I have learned many valuable lessons. From the Gerstenfelds, I have received a love for Torah and mitzvahs. The Friedmans have shown me the importance of giving tzedakah. The Barth family taught me the importance of doing chesed. And the Holtzman mishpacha displayed determination and courage to do what is right. At the Rohr Middle School, I have learned to be patient, to stay calm, to look beneath the surface of things, and to show respect to others. My greatest desire is that I too will be able to pass these values on to others through my own example.
Kill far away. You can use your words like Jews.
The lessons passed on to me by my family, rebbeim, and teachers have helped me along the road to becoming a Ben Torah. I have learned the importance of Yiddishkeit and of maintaining one's emunah. I have also learned that everything happens for the best, that Hashem is always there to help us, and that Hashem will forgive us when we do teshuvah. I hope to utilize these lessons to help me remain on the right path no matter what the circumstances.
And expressing a feeling. There was a broken man who's smiling now because you sang hello.
By studying the lives of my ancestors, I have learned that despite all the challenges and adversity one may face, courage and determination are important in order to protect that which is valuable. It's difficult to find examples of wholesome family values in today's society. Unfortunately, bad examples are everywhere. The lessons I have learned by studying my family's past will serve as a guide in helping me become a true Ben Torah.
With a mighty task of speech rectification.
The most outstanding trait I have learned from my family is helping others. My paternal grandfather and namesake, Solomon Kalchman, dedicated his life to helping others who were less fortunate. This important value of helping others continues to be nurtured at the Rohr Middle School. The act of caring for others is recognized by the school through the Orange Juice of the Morning program, where individual students are rewarded for doing a kind deed for another. By following in the footsteps of my ancestors and taking to heart the lessons taught to me at Rohr Middle School, I hope to only advance in my Torah growth.
We've got such a power. Yeah, we've got.
My ancestors have taught me many things through their personal example. One of the most important things they have taught me is the trait of perseverance, how we should strive to do the right thing no matter how hard it is. The teachers and rebbeim at the Rohr Middle School also place a strong emphasis on perseverance. They encouraged me to always try my best and to never give up, no matter how difficult the task. They also taught me about teamwork. When a group wants to achieve something, they can reach that goal more efficiently if they work together.
The winter night is cold, and gather round you, my dear child. Covers that I hope will keep you warm as you sleep sleep upon the pillow, innocence as soft as willow, and I can see your smile in my mind. Sleep tight, precious child, tomorrow's not yet here. Feel the love I have for you so deep within my soul. May God protect you and guide you with His light, and keep your sweet sensitivity throughout the darkest night. As I sit upon your bed, caress your sleeping head, and hold your tiny hand within my own, hoping you'll forgive me, that you'll understand all the times I wasn't there to hold your little hand. Sleep tight, precious child, tomorrow's not yet here. Feel the love I have for you so deep within my soul. May God protect you and guide you with His light, and keep your sweet sensitivity throughout the darkest night.
From my grandparents, I have learned the importance of maintaining one's faith in Hashem, of being honest in all of one's dealings, and of standing up for what I believe is right. In my 11 years at Torah Semis Academy and Rohr Middle School, the great lessons that my parents and grandparents instilled in me have been reinforced and honed. Both at home and at school, the message has been clear and focused. Be a mensch in everything you do, and live your life in the service of Hashem.
Feel the love I have for you so deep within my soul.
I have learned many valuable lessons from my ancestors and my school, but the most remarkable thing I have learned is that you should always have faith in Hashem and never lose hope. Though my grandparents went through many difficult and traumatic times during the Holocaust, they never once lost faith in Hashem. This core value, along with many other positive traits and values, has also been reinforced through the lessons I have been taught at the Rohr Middle School. I hope to continue on the path set before me by my family and by my teachers, utilizing all of these positive traits to become a true Ben Torah.
Hoping you'll forgive me, that you'll understand.
I have learned many lessons from my grandparents, and they have had a tremendous influence upon me. My grandparents lived simple lives and never focused on having luxurious things. They were satisfied with what they had. They made it a point in their lives to be constantly involved in helping the community. Like my grandparents, my Rebbeim at the Rohr Middle School have also influenced me tremendously. My Rebbe is always concerned about me and makes sure I understand the Gemara, even if it means calling me up after school to review it with me. Leaving Rohr Middle School is bittersweet. Although I will miss the staff and all my good memories, I am excited to continue growing as I enter high school.
Ever since I was a young child, my parents and grandparents have showered me with love and nurtured me as I grew. They taught me that family comes first and foremost, and to always look out for each other. My grandparents treat everyone with courtesy and respect, and are a perfect example of the classic statement of treating one's neighbor like oneself. This lesson is key to establishing good midos and derech eretz. I am also fortunate to be enrolled at Rohr Middle School, which is a caring school devoted to each and every student who is learning there.
And God will always be with you throughout the dawn.
Every time my family gets together, there is always something to learn from my grandparents. But the qualities they stress the most are loyalty and friendship. They advise me to be a dependable friend and work problems out peacefully. I have also learned the importance of working hard and taking responsibility for what I do. The memories of my ancestors, coupled with the wonderful ideals, lessons, and personality traits I have acquired and refined during the last few years, will serve as my guide on my journey through life and help me continue the legacy of my ancestors as I strive to become a true Ben Torah.
Our ancestors not only contribute to our genetic makeup, but the values and lessons they have passed down through the generations help make up our spiritual side as well. From my grandparents, I learned to respect Torah values and to never give up, even in difficult times. The Rohr Middle School has an extremely caring and compassionate staff of rebbeim and teachers. They show a great deal of patience in dealing with their students, and all of them do their best to build a real relationship with us.
May God protect you and guide you with His light.
Trust and belief in Hashem, the dangers of procrastination, being kind to others, and trying until you succeed are just some of the lessons I've been taught over the years. And I am lucky enough to have role models such as my grandparents who have made these lessons come to life. In addition, my years at the Rohr Middle School have taught me to always be considerate of other people. Like the pasuk says, V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, love your neighbor like yourself. All the rabbeim and teachers have exemplified this tremendous midah as they try to give every student in the school individualized attention. By learning from the examples of my ancestors, I have grown in many ways. When I am in a difficult situation and think nothing is going my way, instead of just giving up, I think of my maternal grandfather who went through and survived the Holocaust, and then I can overcome my difficulty. I try not to be selfish or stingy, but to give freely to others. And when everyone else is doing something that I know is wrong, I think of my grandparents and how they were so brave to do the right thing. By following in the footsteps of all my ancestors, I hope to continue on the path to becoming a good, honest, helpful, and strong-minded Torah Jew.
What values and lessons are necessary to become a Ben Torah, and where does one learn them? For me, a Ben Torah is not only someone who learns Torah, but someone who makes a constant Kiddush Hashem to those who are around him. A Ben Torah needs to display both persistence and compassion. Then, to remain a Ben Torah, one must choose positive role models and constantly endeavor
to be like them. My goals are to be like my grandparents, whose mitos I strive to emulate. They taught me valuable lessons such as how to treat others and how to make a Kiddush Hashem.
Tomorrow's not yet here. Feel the love.
One important value that my ancestors have taught me is Mesiras Nefesh, making sacrifices to keep the mitzvos. Today, Jewish people in America don't have to risk their lives in order to keep Torah and mitzvos. But I have learned from my ancestors that sometimes one still has to make sacrifices for mitzvos, whether that means sacrificing sleep in order to wake up early to attend minyan, or to learn Torah even when I feel like playing or doing something else.
There are many midos that help someone become a Ben Torah, and developing these midos is a lifelong mission. My parents have always encouraged me to work hard and to develop the skills that Hashem has given me. They have also stressed the importance of being honest and truthful. The lessons that I have learned from my family and from the Rohr Middle School are of utmost importance to me. With a strong emphasis upon learning and growth, these lessons continue to teach me how to lead the life of a Ben Torah.
So deep within my soul. May God protect.
Some of my ancestors came from Mosul, Iraq. Others came from the former Soviet Union. They faced much persecution and couldn't study Torah freely. Yet, their beliefs and traditions have survived and have been passed down through the generations. Nowadays, we live in a free country where I can go to a good yeshiva and study Torah without the fear of persecution. Knowing what my ancestors lived through, I can better appreciate the things that I have, and I know it will make them proud to see me learning Torah and getting a good education.
Forgive me that you'll understand.
From my parents and grandparents, I have learned to have faith in Hashem despite any adverse circumstances that may arise. In addition, I have learned to fear Hashem at all times by being aware of Hashem's presence on a constant basis. If people truly fear Hashem and walk in His ways, they will be rewarded in this world as well as in the world to come. The examples set by my ancestors as well as by my Rebbeim and teachers will serve as my guide to becoming a Ben Torah.
Sensitivity throughout the darkest night. Too much sunshine will dry you out. You grow when it rains. Take your joyous burden and run throughout the fields. Maybe you're the one to help others heal. Be brave when you're sad. You gotta fight to be glad. Forces all around try to take you down. Don't let them drive you mad. Be soft with people, but harden your resolve. Try your best to work things out and accept what you can't solve. So put yourself at ease and laugh. It's always been your friend. It's just whispering. We're all leaving in the end. So this with a smile. Oh, we've got such a power. We've got such a power. We've got such a power. Yeah, we've got such a power. We've got such a power. Oh, such a power. We've got such a power. We've got such a power.